intersect nest the bag lady. She laid in the cold mud, assailed by the cold wind, slept as cold carcass. She slept upon shattered glass and small jagged rocks that dimpled and perforated her exposed flesh. Before the sun heaved high, the great expanse had peaked reluctantly, casting the shadows of fragmented, sluggish figures stirring aimlessly in the kindling dawn, coming from who knows where, headed to God knows what. Jingling chains widened the eyes of dim faces as it bought both a toothless smile and the pernicious substance on which they subsist. And that same shattered glass on which the bag lady slept was strewn throughout the intersection, brown, green, and clear, crushed in the ashen roads to twinkling stardust. She awakened to breathe in the dead, flat air that soured the roof of her mouth. She stood on weakened legs and blistered feet, festooned in tattered floral rags. Her shoulders slouched forward from the weight burdened by belongings collected over time, not as much as a necessity as it was symbiotic to her. It was all she had. It was all the warmth she ever collected. There was no human touch, no compassion. She was only granted the mercy of a glance when the church came to pass out food and took pictures with the strange, downtrodden creature to feel right and gift a prayer. Police shooed her away from the streets and the street corner with more anger than they did a stray, but at least the stray received scraps. She was not born a daughter of the streets. Her past is muraled with hands, hands upon hands clawing at her flesh, fists beating against her skull until she submitted, men haggling over her worth until she was discounted over cumulative damages, used up and tossed into the darkened alleyways. She was once a human, she mused. A beautiful young girl, she sang and loved to dance. Now she didn't know. She scooted from corner to corner, emaciated, hopeless, a moribund species of humanoid, hoping, praying, but never obtaining who she once was, a person, or even human likeness. She longed to be looked in the eyes, to be acknowledged not as vermin or as an infestation, but a soul in the land of the lost. She cried beneath trampling boots. She had become a mute. North of the intersection, she found an abandoned shack with open door. Labored and heavy laden, she languished. Then she languished no more.